Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Breakdown of the Day. My name is Drex, and today we're going to be covering a viewer request. This band held true to its deathcore roots from day one, and that band is Thy Art is Murder. So let's get right into it and die in this holy war. Now, before we jump into today's episode, we have a word from our sponsor. Hey, do you know what time it is? Probably around 10 a.m. and you're sitting at your desk waiting for the next call. Well, fuck that shit. It's time to drink, drink, drink. Sometimes, when you've had one too many crocodile coolers, we have to pull the alcohol right out of you so you don't die of liver failure. Introducing Liver Let Die, America's solution to alcoholism. You simply place the device inside the nearest anal cavity and suck the contents right out, much like if you were bitten by a snake. This in turn lowers the blood alcohol level so you can slam back another Jub Jub Gelato, and the sucker also gets a nice treat. Everyone wins. Enter promo code DREX at checkout for 20% off, and with each order you'll receive one free liver. Liver Let Die, America's solution to alcoholism. Now, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, the band we're featuring today came from a viewer request on the YouTube channel. User Lil John says, quote, "Thy art is murder next." Now, when I saw the request, I was just like, yeah! I mean, it makes sense. It is the natural progression of things. Now, of course, they were going to be next. Of course they were. Now, there is an order that must be followed here, people. Like, for instance, someone who's exploring their musical tastes. Maybe starts off with Mozart, then the Beatles, and then the natural progression here would indicate that Thy Art is Murder is next in line. Makes perfect sense. Another example is drugs. It'd start off with a coffee. And for those of you out there who argue coffee is not a drug, fuck you. You're 100% wrong. It is a stimulant and a legal and widely available drug. You can become addicted to it just like anything else. And you know what? Fuck you again, because I don't even think coffee tastes that great. That's right. I said it. Would you like some dirt boiled with your water? Oh, please don't talk to me before I've had my morning cup of hot diarrhea. Fuck you, bitch-ass motherfucker. And the only saving grace is that you can add a shit ton of sugar and creamers that no longer resembles coffee anymore. It's something more akin to like a hot chocolate. Might as well just get the hot chocolate, you fucking asshole.
I will fuck you up!
Right, so you start with the coffee. Now, the next is alcohol, and don't even get me started with alcohol. You're raising my blood pressure here, you jerk. I'm getting so mad over here, you're turning me French. Alcohol, another legal and widely accepted drug. And most of the time, it doesn't even taste great. Beer, you might as well piss in a jar, store it in the fridge for a few days, and then drink it in a small, cramped room full of sweaty people. Or by yourself because you're ashamed of drinking piss water. The worst part is there's no breakdowns. No fucking breakdowns. Beer is so gross. Give me that fruity tooty shit all day. At least it'll taste better as I'm on my third crocodile cooler, passed out due to liver failure. Liver Let Die, am I right? Not a sponsor. Now, the only acceptable way is to drink the hard booze straight from the bottle or with so much soda it doesn't even taste like alcohol anymore. Jack and Cokes all day, baby. Alcohol is a drug. Fuck you. You can't convince me otherwise. Okay, all right. So it goes coffee, it goes alcohol, and then the natural progression, black tar heroin, obviously. The natural order of things. And that's why Thy Art is Murder was destined to be next on Breakdown of the Day. When doing a little bit of research, I actually learned something about this band I never knew before. They are Australian. That's right. They hail down from down under. Now, the five-piece deathcore band formed in 2006, coming from Blacktown, Sydney, Australia. And there's a joke there somewhere, but I'm not going to say it. They've been in the deathcore genre game, ever since 2006. So they've been in it for a while. And Thy Art Is Murder is one of the bands that lent a credible hand to the deathcore genre, I'd say. Now, this is merely an opinion, but there was a point in time where deathcore was not very well respected in the metal community. Not a lot of people thought highly of it. A ton of people argued that there weren't really any good deathcore bands out there, and most of them sounded very generic. And for the most part, they were right. And there wasn't a lot of deathcore bands. It was still kind of a new subgenre, but nowadays that reputation is turning around. And in later episodes, we'll actually explore that. As for Thy Art Is Murder, they have been a solid band for a long time. They've been pretty fucking solid and super brutal. Now, the thing I really like about them is that they just don't give a fuck and go ham, burglars. If as a person completely new to the band, you saw the band's logo, you'd probably think they were involved in Satanism in some way. That's because the band's logo is literally a pentagram. And then you look at the song names, Holy War, which is the song we're featuring today. Okay, maybe, they don't like religion. Then you hear the sound they bring and read the lyrics. And now you're thinking, okay, these guys are definitely anti-religion and anti-extremism, which to me is very commendable, that they have a solid stance on something and they don't care if they turn people away because of it. I fucking love that. I'd argue that most metal bands have this kind of view, but Thy Art Is Murder is one that lets you know up front what you're going to get. And in this case, it's a brutal punch in the dick. A dick punch, if you will. It's another alcoholic drink. You know what? I'm going to start a line of alcoholic drinks right now. Dick Punch, vodka and fruit punch. Hershey Squirts, vanilla vodka, Baileys, and a drizzle of Hershey syrup. The Chum Bucket, served in a bucket meant for 4 people, 3 types of whiskey, 2 types of rum, horchata, topped with whipped cream. Boom. First $1 million right there, baby. Anyway, enough ranting and coming up with genius business ideas. How about the reason we're all here? The breakdowns. I know it. You got downs. So do I. And we're going to get our fix here pretty soon. Which is why in this episode, I'm going to include all of the breakdowns in the song. And they're also brutal and they all make you want to punch a baby in its fat fucking face. So I can't not include them. So, without further ado, this is Holy War by Thy Art Is Murder, and this is Breakdown of the Day.
Holy war,
Damn. Holy shit, that was good. I do believe I have shat, nerd. Now, I need to address a mistake I made on the last episode with the After the Burial regarding tour dates. Currently, upon viewing the band's official website and tour dates, it doesn't look like they'll be playing any shows anytime soon. So it might be like the whole COVID thing, which is totally understandable. But I fucked up and I got the info wrong. Which means, one second, let me take a look here. Let's see. It means that Die Art is Murder is not playing in Los Angeles or New York in March, but they will be playing a bunch of shows internationally. And this is on their website, but it looks like they're going to be playing shows out in Australia, Sweden, Denmark, and Finland. So if you're out in that area, go check them out. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Breakdown of the Day. Leave a comment down below for bands and songs that you'd like to see featured on the show. Like, subscribe, smash, and all that sort of fucking shit. And with that, peace.